Yes, that's right. As you have probably guessed, I have bought another Z4. Now, this is my first ever coupe version of the Z4, but my fourth actual ownership of a Z4. Now, let me just pull on over and I will explain to you guys why on earth I have brought another one of these cars and why it is replacing my E92 M3. Okay, so I feel that I have some explaining to do. Why on earth have I bought yet another BMW Z4? Let's recap. So this is my fourth ever Z4. I started off when I was around 18, 19 with my 2-litre E85 Roadster. I then bought the project BMW Z4, that £900 car that had a few issues, which I then sold on for a profit. I also had the best Z4 yet, the E89 35 IS. That car was incredible and still to this day one of the best cars I've owned. So here is my fourth variant of a BMW Z4. It's my first ever coupe though, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I am blown away by the looks of this car. Even to this day, it still looks modern and classy. But let me grab the camera, give you guys a little walk around, because the spec on this car is actually very, very nice. This is my E86 Z4 Coupe. Let's welcome it to the channel for the first time. Now, as you can see, it looks black, but it is actually called carbon black. And if you can see just under the rain, it's got a bit of a dark blue tint to it, so that is really, really nice, I think. Bit different, makes a change just from black. A bit controversial, but these are Z4M wheels. Now, although that's not politically correct, being on just a 3-litre SI, I think they suit it really well. And a little confession, these are the previous owners. He has a Z4M. My friend Simon does want these back. So in the next video, I will be revealing my new wheels for the car. Walking around, as you can see from the back, that coupe rear end with the double bubble roof, which just looks so cool. From the back, it just looks so meaty and wide. So aggressive. Oh, it looks so good. So much better than the Roadster, in my opinion. And of course, we have a massive boot, perfect for road trips, which I would love to take this car on. So at some point in the future, we will do that. Z4 badge is coming off just to make the rear end a little bit more symmetrical. Last night I did put a stubby aerial on, and also I'm going to be removing the 3-litre SI badges. Inside, you can see we already have tinted windows, which is quite cool. Inside is my favourite, it's got to be said. For years and years and years, I have wanted a Z4 with a red leather interior, but I can never get one. I wanted one for my 35 IS, but the cream one come up at a good price, so I bought that instead. So it's extended onto the door cards, and of course we have the red leather sport seats as well. And I think what makes this spec even classier is the addition of the piano black trim. So that bit there and there is usually silver, and in fact it was silver on my previous E85. So I think that's a really nice touch and a really nice cabin to sit in. And of course we have the chunky M Sport steering wheel with the steering wheel controls there. And I just love this. It's proper back to basic sports car, and that's what I like about it. It's so driver focused, and there's not much in there to distract you really from driving. It is fantastic. Down here we have an aftermarket gear knob, which I'm not normally a fan of, but it does feel really, really nice, and it's got some nice short throws like a short shifter. And yeah, that's the interior. I also have cup holders, however this one is broken, so if anyone is breaking a Z4 and would like to sell me the cup holders, let me know, because yeah, that's not ideal for the passenger, and also mine doesn't exactly clamp the drink very hard either. But yeah, that's the car. It looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I'm over the moon with it. As you can see as well, it does come with a personalised plate. That is the Devil's plate. I'm not sure if I should keep that on the car or put my Ben number plate on it. I haven't decided yet. I do quite like that. I have no idea what it's worth. If that means anything to anyone, if anyone wants to buy it, if there's like a Paul David Wilson or someone out there with that name or whatever who wants to buy that, message me. It's got to be worth, I don't know, 250 quid. So if anyone wants it, they can buy it. Anyway, let's get out in the car, go for a little drive, and also hear how she sounds. So yeah, now I think about it, I do finally have my red leather interior, which I've wanted for many, many years, but do I clash? I think I might in this video. But anyway, welcome to my new E86 2007 BMW Z4 Coupe. This car, I think it looks fantastic. It's becoming a bit of a timeless classic now. It's around 13 years old and it still looks fantastic, especially from the back with the fact this car is a coupe with the hard roof. Just from the back it looks so wide and it's got such a presence about it. I love it so much. My friend Anthony actually has one of these cars, also in black, and for the past year or so, whenever we've been going on convoys, I've been following him, especially from behind. And every time I think, wow, that is one good looking car, I need to buy one. So here we are. Now, I did mention that this car isn't staying standard and I do have a number of mods planned for this car. Now, that will kick off next week when I reveal my new wheel design. If you guys haven't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I do tease and kind of show this thing way before I get a chance to on YouTube. So yes, next week's video will be my new wheel reveal of the car. I also want to do something about the suspension because at the minute it just feels a little bit, oh, it's a bit soft and kind of maybe done for. It's probably had its time. I mean, the car has done 168,000 miles, so perhaps the suspension needs a bit of a refresh, and I can definitely feel it in the corners. It seems to all kind of lean on this side. It's not very engaging or not all that confidence inspiring, shall we say. So something will be done about the suspension in a future video. Oh God. But yeah, as far as mods go, I want wheels, suspension, maybe a front bumper respray, just freshen up a little bit, get rid of the front number plate. Maybe some splitter and side skirt options, but I don't know what's out there, to be honest. So I do need to do some research into that, see what you can get for these cars. But my goal for this is to make it one of, if not the best looking E86, almost said 92, E86 Z4 coupes in the UK. That is my goal. I think it's going to look fantastic, especially with the wheels I've got planned for it. Now, whilst we're on the topic of modifications, you might hear that there is something a bit fruity going on with the exhaust. Now, I haven't had a chance to get under the car and inspect it myself. However, I was told by the previous owner that the exhaust is stainless all the way through. Now, I need to see at what point that is. Is it from the cap back or is it from the headers back? So it's got some kind of stainless steel exhaust on it. And when I had a quick look underneath it, on my hands and knees, the back box definitely looks a lot smaller than it does from factory, which is probably why, I don't know if you can hear it, but the car is backfiring and popping and banging. And the hilarious thing is you can really feather the throttle and then just make it overrun constantly. I am debating whether or not I should do the all famous back box delete. Everyone seems to do it on these cars and they do sound fantastic. In fact, I think I might have to drive my friend Anthony's Z4, who does have a back box delete, just to see how I get on with it, because they are stupidly loud. And I know he does go on about the drone, and to be honest, already this does drone. So I'm not sure. I'm debating a back box delete just to be a little bit more ASBO. But then again, on the subject of drone, do I really care? Because it's not my daily, so it's one of those, food for thought, maybe just one of those things to consider. Right then, let's see what this car is like on a good old twisty B road. Now, one of the modifications I am planning to do alongside the wheels is a bit of a suspension refresh, because to be honest, it doesn't feel all that inspiring. It doesn't give me a lot of confidence around the bends, if I'm honest. It does lean a little bit, and I think on a car with 168,000 miles, the suspension may need a little bit of a refresh. So that is one of the things I would like to do, so stay tuned for that. But I'll tell you what, it feels quite planted after I've just said that. Like, going around those corners, It's so good to be in a really decently handling car. Like, it's so small, the wheelbase is so close together, and of course we've got the addition of the fixed hardtop. Now the car just feels so rigid around you, and it just kind of, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's good, I like it. Oh man, I'm gonna go back and do that again. And as you can probably hear, yes, one of my indicator bulbs is out. I'm surprised BMW drivers even use the indicator for it to go in the first place. Now just go past this Subaru, he's probably wondering what the hell I am doing, and let's go for round 2. Oh god, the open diff really letting me down there. Could do with an LSD. Oh, squeak. Let's go. Oh, there's the rear wheel on my side hitting the wheel arch over the bumps there. Again, not sure if that's because of the dicey suspension or not, but you may hear that from time to time. Oh man. The M3 is a great handling car, however, it's just a little big and a little bit heavy for these kind of roads. What a car! Oh, I love it. I'm so happy with my purchase. It's brilliant. I'm absolutely buzzing about this car, to be fair. I love it so much. It looks cool, and it is so good to be back in one of these cars. You think this was my first ever kind of sports car when I was about 19. I say sports car, I bought a 2 litre. Massive mistake. But yeah, fundamentally, it's so nice to be back in a Z4 and to have a coupe for the first time ever. Is brilliant. I just love it in here, and I finally got red leather seats. They look amazing with these sport seats. Oh man, I'm buzzing, and yeah, I hope you guys like this car. Essentially, I hope you are quite excited for the things to come and the things I have planned with this car. Okay, yes, it is a downgrade on the M3, but I've explained my reasoning why I'm buying a house, so I hope you are as excited as I am with that as well. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my future upcoming content and modifications with my new E86 Z4 Coupe. I'm buzzing, I can't wait to get started. I'm going to go home and put the wheels on it now, which is, oh, they've been teasing me for the last couple of days. I'm just so excited to get them on. But yeah, thanks very much once again guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.